All right, there we go. Reverse this. There it is. Hi everyone. I know the lighting is intense. Welcome to my stream room. Here we go. This is the stuff. We're doing this simultaneously. I hope you can hear everything. I know I look super red in this, but I'll show you why. That's why. My name is Matt. It's good to see you all. We have people that can see you. Does everybody want to greet everyone in this new form of communication? Everyone say hi to everyone on the Epiphone. Epiphone Live, baby. There it is. Hi, Instagram. Hi, Instagram. Meet Twitch. Hi, meet Twitch. So Instagram Live, this is what my home setup looks like. I'm in the band Trivium, that band right there. Or there. And this is my setup. It's pretty insane. I'll give you that feeds it. So you're welcome to watch. The other platform that is here is twitch.tv/Matthew Heafy. You could stay here for now, but tune in later on, or at least hit that follow button at some point. I do this 5 days a week, twice a day, 3 to 6 hours a day. As the last 2.5 years, we stream 7 days a week on tour. Show we stream for free. So yeah, you get what you pay for, kids. You get what you paid for. You know what I'm saying? All right. Anyway, so this is a guitar clinic. My friends in here are gonna have direct audio. My friends here, you're gonna be kind of picking up resonant audio. We'll test it. We'll see how it sounds. We'll see how it looks. Maybe I'll put you. Not really sure. Horizontal? Horizontal? Yeah. Socials look like right now. A horizontal iPhone live stream. I think this angle, I don't know. We'll have to determine. Instagram people can let me know. If any of my Twitch people want to let me know how it's looking in there, you can let me know as well. You'll see the guitar here. I don't know. I can't see your chat now. That's better. This has gotten out of hand. 4 monitors now, 2 different chats, 2 social media platforms. Emo hair Matt approves. Ascendancy emo hair Matt. I mean, this is kind of the opposite. This is like dad hair right now. I'm sideways again? I'm not sideways. All right, everybody, welcome. Yes, there's a guitar giveaway involved in this, but the guitar giveaway is not going to be a random one. It's going to be one that we want to. I've been consulting with my channel. So if any of you are in here from our channel, then you might be on that list as well. Trying to figure out who is going to be awarded it. We'll be figuring that out by the end of this stream. In the meantime, it's a guitar clinic, so we can go over some stuff. I'll take questions from here, and I'll take questions from here. We could talk technique, we could talk Trivium specific stuff, really whatever you like. Instagram, I'm sorry, I'm having to read out shout outs on here because that's part of what we do here. Bahaliel, thanks for the raid. Osiris, thanks for the prime. Cool Thumb, Noise, thanks for the 4. Crash Handicoot, thanks for the 8. Icorus Oyer, thank you for the 2 months. Progcraft, thanks for the bits. Chauncey, thanks for the gift sub. Danish, love you. Matt, love you too. Thank you. Mark, thank you. Metallifan, thank you. Antifrost, thank you. Slain, thank you. Average, thank you. Cheyenne, thank you. Snug Socks, thank you. Light Camera, thank you. CMD, thank you. Bazi, thank you. Let's do this. All right. I will perhaps. Let's take a guest question first. We'll grab an Instagram question first. So Instagram, we can go over specific techniques. We can go over specific Trivium songs. We can go over really whatever you want. Let me know. But let's start with technique. So let's start with technique. Ask me a technique question. Camera doesn't follow. But it's great to see you all. Great to see you all. Give me a technique question. We'll start there. Give me. I hope you can hear the cab too. I imagine you'll be able to. Silly Robot, thank you. Vorhis, thank you. F1, thank you. You invented solos. Let's go over solos after. I'll give you something first. All right. Signal chain. Let's talk about signal chain first. Got going on that you're hearing is the Epiphone MKH Snowfall that is now completely out of print, completely sold out. All the 6 strings, all the 7 strings, both makes and models of colors. I believe there might only be about 30 to 40 left on the planet, which is awesome. So thank you to all my supporters picking that guitar up. We will be releasing new versions of my signatures soon. We are currently working on the prototyping. They will be awesome. They're going to have Evertune and non-Evertune options. They will be coming with Fishman pickups, different paint jobs. All right, Instagram, can you hear that? I hope you can hear that. I'm not sure if you can. If you want a direct audio stream of what this is, I don't want you to leave here. You can leave this up on your phone, on your computer, twitch.tv/Matthew K. Heafy if you want to hear it. You can hear it? Awesome. All right, so what you're hearing is my MKH, Fishman Fluences, Evertune, my signature MKH Dunlop picks, Dunlop strings, this Groove Gear, signature wrap. Yeah, I'm like Kiss now, aren't I? That's going into MXR 6-band EQ, Savage Drive by Eris Effects, Boss NS2. That's my rhythm tone. My lead tone has the Parallel Overdrive as a clean boost, MXR Carbon Copy, MXR Reverb. Lead tone is pretty slick. Here's my lead tone. Might be hard for you to tell subtle differences on Instagram with it just being the sealed off box of doom. Someone just asked, why are you playing real heads versus modelers? We were one of the first bands to use Axe Effects, then one of the first bands to use Kempers. I still love Kemper to death. We're still going to use Kemper anytime we do a fly tour, meaning Australia, Asia, South America, something where we can't travel with our truck. But anywhere US, Europe, once we get life back to normal, we will be using heads, the box of doom, which you can see on my Twitch feed. You can see right there too. That's the box of doom. Again, which is a single speaker. Let's start with rhythm questions, then we'll work our way up to lead questions. Luckily, those of you on Instagram aren't having to see all my white leg. Twitch is having to see it though. These short shorts are looking like short shorts right now. People are asking about downpicking. Downpicking is something that needs to be worked on. The same idea of working up strength in weights, running, jogging. It's like a strength-based thing. I'm not saying you have to pick hard, but the idea is sitting there with a metronome. The biggest piece of advice I can give you is get a metronome. Have a metronome going in a nice, simple tempo, like. I'm just going 5, 6, 5, 4. Find a tempo where you can master it, where it's nice and easy. Slowly bump that up 5 to 10 BPM in the same day or the same week or the same month, and having that goal tempo, and eventually. So that gives you the idea. The thing with downpicking, let's see if we can find a better angle for Instagram land. So many cameras in this room now. Here? No. I don't really know. I'm more prepped for this day. Maybe there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras. I might have a problem. All right, so friends, I was just right here. I guess if we're seeing downpicking, so downpicking is not about overly being strenuous. It's about economy downpicking, where you don't want to give too much. But I also do pick kind of hard. So here's no amp. And there are tempos where it's like not really necessary to go down picking anymore, where it's a little bit too fast to do it. I like tempos around this range. So that's that. That's the down picking. Alternate picking for rhythm. You've always seen just down up. Which is good to have. That's the same idea, building up the stamina with a metronome. You can also lift the hand in kind of this velociraptor hand for tremolo picking. You can't quite see it, but that, sometimes I like to have an anchor, meaning I'm wrapping my pinky around here or I'm grabbing the humbucker here. So wrapping, anchoring pinky. And it lifts the anchor. Black metal also does things like ringing out full chords or full tremolo picking of chords. Same idea of the kind of lightning precision, except you know, the most pleasing thing you could possibly hear to your ear right now. But there is technique to that. There is a matter of getting the hand just right, just relaxed enough, but just tense enough to have that accuracy. And the way to get that, again, is metronome, 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 metronome. Now to what I really want to discuss. The idea of hybrid rhythm guitar playing. I don't know if that's the official name, but that's what I like to call it. The idea of where it's not just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and it's not just down, 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 but it's a mixture. Down, 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 up, down is one of my favorite techniques. I learned that from listening to Death and from Martyr. If you guys likely already know Death. Death Sound of Perseverance specifically was the one that I first got into, but obviously individual thought patterns, human and symbolic, are also incredible. But Martyr, M-A-R-T-Y-R, from French Canada, is one of the sickest tech death jazz bands I've ever heard in my life. The guy is incredibly Alan Holdsworthian while also being like Marty Friedman, but also being his own thing. So I learned this down, 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 up, down from the combination of those two bands. What is down, 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 up, down? Down, 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 up, down. You can do it on one string if you want to, but what I'm showing you here is 4th fret on the D, 5th fret on the A. I'm half a step down and drop D. I'm going down, 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 up, down. Then I'm bringing the 6. Friends, everyone in Twitch trying the exclamation mark giveaway. The giveaway, we're doing it different. It's not going to be the standard enter raffle based. It's going to be going off of a carefully selected council. We've done it where we've done it as a random giveaway where anyone who enters can win a guitar. We've done that multiple times. We've done the ones where it's subscribers. We've done the ones where it can be across all social medias. We've done the ones trivia questions. We're doing a select panel decision. It's going to be more of an award to a community member with outstanding merit to the kiichichaos community. That sounded like I had that rehearsed. I really didn't. So down, 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 up, down, starting on the 4-5, then 6-5, then 7-5. This last one is G, 4th. So same thing. Shift it up chromatically if you want. If you want to take it up in scales, you can. So see how nice that is to make this kind of fusion-esque rhythm. Down, 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 up, down versus just... Which also sounds cool. Also sounds cool, but makes it a little bit different. I use that a lot. So you can feel free to make things up. Dimebag Darrell was great at doing that kind of stuff where it was like a fusion of down and down up. A lot of the thrash bands did the same thing. We did that quite a bit. That kind of thing, or so feel inspired to try different techniques of down, down, up, down, whatever you want to make. Just made that up. Or even fun things like I've been... So what that is... I'm not really sure what that is. It's using a diminished pattern, and it's alternating between hammer-ons, pull-offs. Suffocating Sight is a really good example of that off our Ascendancy record. That is then I'm doing a down pick and with a hammer on 5/6, an up pick on a 10, up pick. So that's basically in the rhythm technique there. All right, let's take a question from the Twitch verse, and then we'll jump back to Instagram. So that was kind of addressing some rhythm guitar playing stuff I saw in here. Twitch friends, give me a question. Give me a question. Why do you have two straps in the guitar? It makes your playing about 10,000 times better. You put that on, and all of a sudden you can play like Yngwie. It's been scientifically proven by Dr. Skorsenson. He's an accredited doctor. Dude, when this double strap came out, people got so upset. So many guitar players got so mad. They're like, how dare you mess with the guitar strap, man? How dare you do that? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Play a lighter guitar. Dude, a heavier guitar sounds better. I like my guitar being heavy. For the people that have mentioned my guitar is the heaviest guitar in the world, it is not. It is the normal weight of a Les Paul Custom. If that's too heavy for you, then I don't know what to say. Then maybe you need a Matt Heafy dual strap. Available now. Retailers worldwide. All right, question. Twitch first. What gauge of picks do you prefer? I prefer the Matt Heafy signature pick. It's a Jazz 3. What we did is we tested every thickness of Jazz 3. We found that somewhere between the standard Jazz 3 and the carbon fiber Jazz 3 was the right thickness. Carbon fiber was a little bit too much, and the standard was a little bit too light. Mac went to sleep. Warm-up techniques. That's a very good question. Warm-up techniques. I'm in drop D, so it's going to be a little wonky. Warm-up techniques should not be based in my opinion, they don't need to be based purely on scale. They should be based more so on warming up the fingers. So let's pretend we're in standard. I don't want to have to stand up and with all these cables and everything, but what I like to do is 1 finger per string, 2 fingers per string, 3 fingers per string, 4 fingers per string. Meaning, the 1 finger per string is just gonna be tritones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to clean. And taking that across all the strings. Welcome to Matt's Jazz Hour. So 1 finger per string, 2 fingers per string. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1. I can't see it. Then 1 and 3. With the metronome, then 1 and 4. Then 2, 3. Then 2, 4. Then the dreaded 3, 4. And if you want to get crazy, you can start creating intervals. Then 3 fingers per string. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, and stretching intervals as well. With the metronome. I don't have a metronome on me. Then the bigger stretches. Then 1, 2, 4s with a big stretch. Then 1, 3, 4 with a big stretch. It's really about warming up the fingers, then the 4 fingers. What a great guitar tone. But that shows you, it's not the idea that you have to be sitting there playing specific scales. You can, but it's about waking all the fingers up. For rhythm guitar, I like to do the same idea. Tritones. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1. Warm-ups do not need to sound pretty. That absolutely sounds the opposite of pretty, but it'll warm your hands up, warm your fingers up. So when you're playing real things, like someone asked about music theory. Music theory is not a thing, in my opinion, that is a make or break for your guitar playing. I do not know music theory. I could not tell you. I believe this is an ad 9. I've only heard that because people have told me it's an ad 9. You do need to learn how to learn. Once you've learned how to learn on guitar, from that point on, I feel like learn bits of theory if you want to. Go full on if you want to. I've felt like knowing the kind of person I am, if I learn theory, is when I started learning a little bit on Shogun. It started making me feel like I had to set rules, even though I believe it's the opposite that you learn. Once you learn music theory, it probably is to show you that there aren't rules that you need to abide by. It's just everything has a name. I think that's probably the better concept to take from it. But I used to think that I had to make everything fit in exact boxes. You don't. I mean, this is fine. You can play chords that sound disgusting like this. And they do have names. It's a tritone. So I used to think it was too many rules, but it could definitely help here and there. I think one of the most important things of theory that I do know is the modes. Memorizing where modes are and what they look like and how to find, if you know the root note of Aeolian and or minor, you can plug that into a key that you're in. Questions? Instagram, give me a question. Give me a question. What are you tuned to? Drop D flat. Awesome to hear you say that, man. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I guess now's a good time since we're all in strange times. I'll try to keep it brief. I do not believe that this is the end of days, and I don't want you to think so either. This is also not something that should be brushed off and thought of lightly. It's somewhere in the middle. We need to be precautious, preemptive, safe, careful, abide by what I prefer to now run with the term physical distancing. Physically distance yourself from other people while staying socially connected. I think that the social distancing term, while it got the conveyance correct, it has caused people to look inward and feel trapped in a bubble. So be connected. I'm glad we're doing things like this. That's why I do my stream every single day, 6 hours a day, so people can have a place to hang out. This is our coffee shop. This is our restaurant. This is our library. This is our bar. This is our venue. Same thing right here. So let's be vigilant. Let's be clean. Let's physically distance. For those who have to work, I feel for you. Please be safe. Back to the questions. Question, go. Why do you use Fishman over Meg? Well, Meg pickups, they started some stuff with me, and I was like, listen here, Meg, I'm not playing your pickups anymore. I know it was a typo. Fishman, I noticed when I switched to them, and I'm not just saying this because I use their pickups. As soon as I switched, I was curious to see if I'd notice a difference, and I noticed all of a sudden I felt like there was no latency. I was playing better in time. I felt like things cut better. On our stream, I love to collect all sorts of guitars. I've got tons of different Les Paul customs, tons of different Epiphone Les Paul customs, other boutique guitar brands. This guitar sounds better than every guitar I own, and I'm not just saying it. It's crazy. This Epiphone Les Paul, I want that to sink in for all of you because I saw somebody saying, why Epiphone? My Epiphone right here plays better and sounds better than every single one of my Les Paul customs by Gibson, which is nuts. It is nuts to say. Sorry, Gibson. I love you too, Gibson. But this one specifically sounds better than all my other guitars, which is very weird. If you want to hear the tone, it's right here. I mean, that sounds nuts. Yep. Questions? Hello from Indonesia. Terima kasih, terima kasih. You can grow the hair long again. I'm going to grow my hair as long as that we're stuck in. Once we're stuck out, I will reassess. I don't look good with long hair. Your memory is incorrect. It doesn't look better. What is the trick when playing guitar and singing at the same time? There isn't a trick, unfortunately. I wish there was. But for the low price of $69.95, with you depositing your credit card number right now into my inbox for DMs, I can share those secrets with you. $69.95 a month with your passport number, and I will give you the secrets. For singing and playing guitar, there are some bands that it's not that they're impossible. They're far more difficult when it doesn't make sense that it's more difficult. Meaning, Walk by Pantera, to play and sing that song is more difficult than Master of Puppets to play and sing. Now, how can that be? It's because the rhythm of the rhythm guitar part was written for a rhythm guitar player who didn't have to think about singing. When Master of Puppets was written, it's a guitar player who was a singer second. Same thing with me. I was a guitar player first, a singer second. So Hetfield would make the guitar part, I imagine this is how he did it, guitar part first, and fit the vocal line on top while he was actually playing, making sure he could play and sing. Sounds cool with those chords. But Walk, while it's easier of a guitar part, is much harder to play and sing. So with Trivium stuff, for example, Behold, our beloved revels in tragedy. It fits right in. So when I wrote those parts, I was playing guitar in the room, singing it, making up gibberish words, not realizing that's a good way to write lyrics and write the skeletons of what become songs. And that's how that worked. That's why for records like Vengeance Falls and Crusade, where I didn't do that vocal pre-production in the room with the band, it actually became much more difficult to play and sing some of the songs, like Brave the Storm. Technically an easier guitar part then. But the vocal line fits into that one. It fits in and out of the other one. So pick a song that you can play and sing. Pick a song that is meant to be played and sung by a person who plays and sings. Learn the guitar part first. Learn the vocal part separately. Slow up, slow up. Build the two back together, slow up. That's the way to do it. That is the way. What is the thing on the head of your guitar? It's a fret wrap. It prevents that kind of micro little that sound when you're doing breakdowny parts. I also have a noise gate too. But it helps with that little bit of extra string resonance that sounds like... I don't think you can hear it, but those noises will never happen. But I did just bring a pick to it as well. I don't know how to play any of that band songs. I only know how to play Trivium songs. My brain hard drive is taken up by 9 records of Trivium stuff. Speaking of Trivium, the new record, April 24th, is coming out. Make sure you guys stream that. Stream that. That's easy. You just go to a website and stream it. Questions? Instagram, give me a question. No questions? Question. Whoever gives me a question first. Where we have till 3:59. Give me those questions. As far as gear, so I've seen a lot of people asking me what my thoughts about different guitar companies. There's the answer that I should obviously be giving, but the true answer, there is no right or wrong answer on gear. There is no right or wrong answer on gear. If there's a guitar that you like that makes you feel good that other people tell you is not a good guitar, but it makes you feel good, it makes you want to play, it makes you write good riffs, then that's the right guitar for you. If you like an amp that makes no sense, if you like tuning your guitar to a tuning that doesn't make sense, you like a plastic guitar, you like a $100 guitar or a $10,000 guitar and anything in between, whatever you like that makes you feel inspired is the right guitar. If my guitar is that, awesome. If my guitar is not that, then awesome. Either one works. All that matters is you find something that makes you feel good. Like, I didn't think that this guitar would top some of my customs. I didn't think this guitar would top some of my boutique guitars, but it does. I don't know why, but it does. Maybe it's a placebo effect. Maybe it's a real thing. So whatever you like is right. Same with music. If you like a band that everyone else said is terrible, I make a lot of jokes about butt rock. If you like butt rock, that's fine. That sounds so prolific and ridiculous at the same time. But for real, like, if you know your favorite band guy doesn't like something that you like, that's okay. You are allowed to still like that, and you should feel like you can still like that. So for gear, there is no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong answer. But if you're looking for, like, all right, I like this band, I'd like to try their thing, you try it out, it works for you, awesome. If it doesn't work for you, that's fine too. That's a good question. I saw, what would you prioritize when learning a song or picking technique scales? I think a good way to think about it is learning, like I said, learning how to learn first, knowing techniques. Like, all right, here's how you alternate pick. Here's how you sweep. Here's how you do a dad bend. This thing, man. That kind of stuff. You learn the techniques to fit into the song. So then when you're learning a song, you're like, oh, I know that technique, or I know that chord progression, or I know the picking technique I should be doing there. That's what you'll see. Like, you learn that. There's so many songs that use that kind of picking technique. The dun, dun. People call it triplets. Technically, it's not a triplet, but yeah, it's not, because it's a one-E end. It's a one-E end with the cut out. People call those triplets. They're actually not. Those aren't triplets. It's sections of 3 notes, but it's a 16th note. It's 16 with the 3, 4th cut off. A triplet would be... It has to have that feeling of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's when it's a triplet. Or a sextuplet. Sextuplet is something I like to use a lot. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's clusters of 6 within one note. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's when it's a triplet. But that's usually in a 4/4 feel. But generally, when people say, "Oh, play that triplet thing," I know what they're talking about. I don't correct them. I just go. I learned the metronome idea and the jazz 3 idea from John Petrucci. Those warm-ups that I was showing you earlier, those are spawned from John Petrucci warm-ups. Rock Discipline was one of the most important VHSs. I don't know if you kids know what a VHS is. But that's the thing that happens when one person loves another. Wait, that's not it. It's a thing you have to rewind, or Blockbuster charges you. Questions, go. Go. Either side. Twitchverse or Instagram Live. Best ways to practice during quarantine, best programs/activities. You mean guitar or in general? I mean, the way my day looks, I try to make sure that during the weekdays, obviously we've got streams Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern every single day. That's a thing. Now that I can't go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, every day I try to do as many of the 10 groups of sets of pull-ups, push-ups, squats, deadlifts, Supermans, leg raises, calf raises. I think that's the whole body there. I think I said push-ups. I try to do that as many times as I can, 3 to 5 sets of that throughout the day. I try to get one roughly when I first wake up, one before the stream, one before the next stream, one before going to bed. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is cardio. Tuesday, Thursday is yoga. So today was yoga. But for guitar, my streaming that I do, a lot of people are starting to notice, like, hey, Matt's that dude from Trivium who's also that dude from Twitch. The people that have sort of just looked at the name of what I'm doing, they're like, oh, he streams video games. I don't mainly do that. It's 75 to 90% of the time is me streaming essentially this. Requests of Trivium songs. We do guitar clinics here and there. I've launched a new vodcast where I interview people. So I interviewed Jared Dine so far, Alex Bent. We need to figure out who we're having tomorrow, either Corey or Paulo. Do guitar clinics. I do play games. We do all sorts of fun stuff. So it's about right now, I feel like the responsibility of this channel is giving people a place to be and something to do during this time of uncertainty. So I look at it as like a responsibility. I want to be doing this because I've made the joke of keeping kids off the streets. As far as in Florida, I mean, I don't think we're that kind of music that those people that are still spring breaking at the beaches. But if I were that kind of band, I would be streaming to keep my dumb fans from clustering on the freaking beaches during a pandemic. I don't know what kind of music they listen to, though. It's definitely not Trivium. Questions. We have 39, 49, 50. We have 20 minutes of questions. Let's read some alerts real quick. Letametalu Fox, merci beaucoup. Thoughts on Rocksmith on learning guitar? Yes, Rocksmith for learning guitar is very good because it's a real guitar plugged in. Shillen Barger, thanks for the 4 months. Jason, thanks for the Prime. Hybrid, thanks for the Prime. Pedrodactylus, thanks for the Prime. Ilan Yededor. Hey, Matt, how do you warm up to play guitar? You missed the warm-up section. Watch it in the VOD. It's pretty cool. We should highlight this, too. So one of my mods, let's highlight this clinic. Daniel, thanks for the gift sub. Squilla, thanks for the 2 months. Damn it, Doll, thanks for the 20 months. Voorhees, thanks for the 200 bits. Josh the Gamer, thanks for the Prime. Brolaire the Incandescent, thanks for the Prime. Haas Dragon, thank you. Demos, thank you. Dopeco, thank you. Voorhees, thank you. Heavy Paul, thank you. Deadly, thank you. Josh Bittner, I just want the new Epiphone headstock on the re-release of your Syndicate guitars. We are doing that. The new Epiphone headstock on the Les Paul Customs is so sick. That is going to be on my new one. Yes. The Floor, you were totally awesome. You're totally awesome. Can I get an autograph? Yes, here you go. G Thorpe, thanks for the 4 months. Hitman, thanks for the 230 bits. Leah Miller, thanks for the 21 months. Lemon, thanks for the Prime. C. Elena, thank you. Hobo, thank you. Silly Robot, thank you. Vorhis, thank you. F1, thank you. Wow, so many alerts. If you're like, what the hell is Matt talking about? It's the alerts on Twitch. Skill and Pros, thank you. Lemon, thank you. Adam, thank you. Appreciate all the knowledge. No worries. Technical questions, technique questions, song questions. Play Smoke on the Water. It's really hard. Wait, that's Cat Scratch Fever. That's pretty cool. I do pick very, very hard on rhythm guitar. You don't have to pick this hard. Everyone in our band picks rhythm guitar different. Corey can downpick longer than me, but his downpicking is slightly lighter than mine. There's Paulo on the spectrum of the picking. His finger picking is nuts, but his guitar playing, picking, I don't know. I think it's somewhere between Corey's and mine. Corey's here for intensity because it doesn't matter how hard you pick. There's some of the super shredder guys pick so light, and there's not a problem with that. There's absolutely no problem with that. That's why they can play faster things than I can. But for rhythm guitar playing, I like to pick pretty hard. Kondo asks if my guitars are made, the ones that I play are the same ones that are made in the foreign factories. They're the exact same ones. I have mine shipped over in the same box that are shipped to the music stores or you directly. I don't play a different model. The thing that some people have asked me, well, Matt, yours has Evertunes. I put an Evertune in some of them. Half of my guitars have Evertunes, half of them don't. That's why when we have the revamped version of the MKH Epiphone line, which we're doing 2 6s, 2 7s, black, white, Evertune options in all of them, or no Evertune options in all of them. The 6-string version is going to have the same scale length. The 7-string, I want to try a 25.5 in the prototypes first. I haven't personally had any issues with my 7-string stuff, but I have had people that like to tune lower on 7-string that have wished there was a little bit more scale length. I don't want 24 frets. 24 frets on a Les Paul looks not right, in my opinion. If you think they look right, that's fine, but I think they look not right for me. 7 strings be 22 frets. I'm thinking 25.5 inch scale versus the 23.75, 24.75, 24.75. Aesthetically, I guess it's fine to reveal. They're going to look like the very first Les Pauls that anyone ever saw me using in Trivium. I'm also going to be having a really sick Kramer line, and in the future, a really, really sick Steinberger line. Again, look out for that. I'm very excited about those two as well. Those will have Evertune, non-Evertune for the Kramers. Steinberger, I don't think it'll be Evertune because they're typically not. But we're thinking about doing multi-scale for the Steinberg. Not multi-scale for the Kramer. I've thought extensively about that. I don't think we're going to be doing that for Kramer. You play all of Corey's parts and vice versa. His solos, no. On the records, it's not that either of us are better rhythm guitar player than the other, but on our records, I play 100% of the rhythm guitar parts. Any melody guitar parts he plays that he'd be playing live, he plays on the record. Sometimes melody stuff that I'll be playing live, he plays on the record as well. Just for consistency. It's the way we've always done it since Ember to Inferno. Popes got a Kemper. Any advice to get closer to tone? It's tough. There are some great companies making great pre-modeled things that you can get. You can get pre-modeled tones or profiles. You can profile someone else's tone. I think if someone profiled my tone, it would sound pretty sick. You can deep dive into every single facet of it, so you're going to have to play with all of that. Which is essentially what I'm doing in the analog sense, but it's easier for me to do with analog gear. And you can see Instagram, you can't see it, but I've been collecting all the legendary brands of overdrives and clean boosts. I have the whole Maxon 40th anniversary line, a bunch of Fortin stuff, a bunch of Eris stuff, a bunch of MXR stuff, a bunch of Horizon Devices stuff, the Whirlwind stuff. To show that there's no right or wrong, I switch it every day. Yesterday, I was using the Fort and Grind for my clean boost. Today, I'm using the Eris Savage Drive. It's really whatever you're feeling that day. It's like putting on a nice pair of shoes. I don't know why I played that riff after saying that. Is Joe Bad in here? Instagram Live on Epiphone's like, wait, what? Everybody, Joe Bad. Follow this man. Follow this streamer. Joe Bad is the singer of one of my favorite bands in the entire planet, a band called Fit for an Autopsy. So everybody in both streams, Fit for an Autopsy, they just dropped a new single. Check that out. Their new record is incredible. The record before that is incredible. They're a band that inspires me. When people talk about the rakes that I do. I was taught that technique from Joe from Gojira, who learned it from listening to bands like Morbid Angel. When I do them, it's because I've listened to too much Fit for an Autopsy. When I do the rakes, I call them Fit for an Autopsy rakes. And when you hear the super heavy stuff on our new record, I told Pat, I was actually on the phone with Pat last night, Tim and Joe. We're just catching up on life. I told him that your guys' last two records inspired our super heavy moments. So, and that is, I'm not just saying that because you're here. Tim Howley's here too. Everybody follow Tim Howley as well. Tim Howley, Joe Bad. Everyone on Instagram's like, who are you guys talking about? Fit for an Autopsy is all you need to know. Instagram Live. Fit for an Autopsy. Joe and Tim, I'm also streaming on Instagram Live for Epiphone. This has gotten out of hand. It's gotten out of hand. Everyone's like, yo, that Matt guy, he streams pretty hard. Now I'm streaming on multiple different platforms. We got 5 cameras. We have 6 cameras in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then that, but that one's not on. We could turn that one on, though. Anybody on Instagram Live wanting to know what Twitch is, I am also partnering with Twitch right now. We're doing the official help videos. So when you go to help.twitch.tv, right now there's 1 out of the 12 series of videos. Actually, it might even be more now. I'm doing all the help videos of how to stream on Twitch, what the ethos of Twitch is, how to get a microphone into Twitch, how to get a guitar into Twitch. So if you want to do that, do that. Where can I buy that Epiphone, Matt? All my guitars they're sold out, I believe, as of maybe there's like 40 or 50 left on the planet. They might be kind of hard to get. Matt looks so jacked from this angle. The only piece of metal that I'm lifting these days is the spoon from a carton of ice cream, my friend. But thank you so much. I'm bulking down right now, brother. Bulking down. Sweetwater still has them. Heafy collection with Epiphone. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing the Origin series that my friend Jody, the moderator in here, Foxlight Designs, anybody looking for a logo or a website, Foxlight, baby. My friend Jody is a graphic designer. I've known him since he was 16. He's been a fan of Trivium since then, a supporter of Trivium since then. He is the one doing all the prototypes for the 4 MKH Epiphones, the 4 MKH Kramers, which are black, white, 6.7 SM7s, or sorry, SM1. And the Steinberger thing that we can't talk about too much yet. Jody did all the mock-ups for all that stuff. So please also follow Jody, who also streams, who's a very good gamer as well. And he's got the voice of a freaking angel. He really has the voice of an angel. The acid tongue of a snake, though. You don't want to get in a meme battle with that man. Jody's not even here to hear any of this. I hope he'd laugh. All right, we've got 10 more minutes for questions. If you want to know some Trivium songs or some techniques specifically, or just want to chat or whatever the heck, bring it on. Reformed, yes. Any level is fine. And for friends wanting to stream, or when I was just talking about gear, whatever gear you like is correct. The same goes for streaming. If you want to start streaming on Twitch and you're a band, dude, and you need to keep it going, you can stream off your phone. That's fine. You can stream off your laptop with the built-in stuff. That's fine. You don't have to build this rig. The interaction and the consistency is far more important than the quality. Far more important. And you gradually increase that if you want to. I mean, there's some insane streamers out there that don't even have a cam. Not even gonna say what that is. All right, give me a couple more questions. We've got 9 minutes. Any lessons on pillars? Yeah, so pillars. What do you want to know? The riffs of pillars. This obviously went on so I was 16 at this point. I was already into thrash, just getting into melodic death metal, and then I discovered metalcore, and that's where parts like this started showing up. I swear it's asked me to do it. Unnecessary. So that's the riffs from Pillars. Pillars, downpicking. Alternate. Kind of an alternate hybrid because it's the breakdown. Who Josh from JHS Pedals needs to check out to understand metal. Hi, Josh. Your middle finger is longer than my arm. Yikes. Drop some emotes for that comment. Kalniak, we hit that question, so you can watch it in the VOD, but it's basically the summation. Master the guitar part first slowly, master the vocal part slowly, master the two together slowly. It's the idea of mixed martial arts. You learn the grappling aspect, you learn the striking aspect, you slowly combine the two. You don't just jump into both. All right, couple more questions. We probably have time for two. And again, everybody from Instagram Live, thank you so much for being here today. I'm a proud man. I've been playing Gibson guitars since I was 11. I was extremely, extremely lucky in that my dad got me a Les Paul Custom when I was 11 years old. Luckily, I decided, hey, I want to do music for this guitar, and his investment was correct. But you don't have to get that guitar first. You can get this guitar first, or the $100 guitar first, whatever I was talking about, whatever makes you feel inspired. So before he ever had a son, his idea in his head was that his son would be a Les Paul player. He told me that. So I guess it was genetically pre-baked into the cake. Played Les Pauls for my whole life up until, let's see, Ascendancy, Cycle was all that. We weren't formally endorsed by Gibson at that point. We were kind of smaller. I became formally endorsed by Gibson in 2009 is when they hit us up. I was super stoked, started endorsing them, have been endorsing them ever since. My signature guitar came out, I think, just before 2013. We were originally going to do a very short run of it, and it has since become, I believe, one of the top-selling Epiphones of all time, I believe. So that's awesome. I love the guitar. You could tell I have all these other guitars. I play all of them on my stream. I've tried all of them. This one still sounds the best. This one still makes you feel inspired to play. And if you're not hearing the tones in there, actually the room tone is pretty sick though. But if you want to hear what this thing really sounds like, there it is. Muttley, it wasn't for me. But if it's for you, that's fine. But it wasn't for me. All right. Actually, that question happened both here from Deer and from Muttley both at the same time. That other brand, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. We didn't have, I didn't think Gibson was an option. I didn't think I'd become a Gibson Epiphone artist. So I just went to a company that talked to us first. I obviously was there very quickly. if you like them, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not for me. It is not for me. Was Tim Howley in here too? Did Tim just jump from there to there? It's crazy. Hi, Tim. Tim, can you tell everybody how much better this thing sounds over here? Or does it sound all right there? Greetings from the Philippines. Salamat malam. One more question. I hope this has been informative. I know we didn't go over technique as much. It was more like a chat and some jokes and all that. So I hope it's been all right. Matt, how to learn 100% accurately? Just learn it accurately. Take your time with it. Take it slowly. Anything you've seen another guitar player do, if you've got a favorite guitar player, like a favorite longtime guitar player, you see some dudes doing some freakishly great stuff on Instagram or online or whatever it may be. Whatever you see someone do, you can do it too. You just have to put in as much time as they did. I encourage anyone that's a fan of Trivium, anyone that maybe looks at me as their favorite guitar player or singer, your goal should be to be better than me. Do that. Put in more hours than me. Put in more work than me. Do it. Your goal should always be to top your heroes. If we're one of your favorite bands or you like us as a band and you're in a band too, strive to be better in like a friendly competitive sense. In like the idea of like martial arts where steel sharpens steel. Not trying to bring anybody down, bring everybody up together. You go up, they go up, and you just keep going up. Same idea. All right, Twitch, we're staying. Instagram, I'm going to be losing you in a minute. So if you guys want to come over to twitch.tv/Matthew K. Heafy, please feel free to. My friends over here, can we assemble a 5-man squad? I want to play Valorant. Valorant? Project A? Valorant? Valorant, that's how you say it. Valorant. Volrant? Vlorant. I actually cannot remember how to say it correctly anymore. Epiphone, thank you so much for having me today. I hope I did well. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you very much. The new line, I don't know exactly what's coming out. The world's in uncertain times, but remember, like I said, let's be preemptive. Let's be precautious. Let's take this thing seriously, whether you believe it's the end of the world or that it's not that big of a deal. It's something in between. So let's do it right. I'll see you over here. Epiphone's probably going to change the password, so I can't post meme pictures. All right. Instagram Live, thank you so much. Epiphone Gibson, thank you so much. I've been, like I said, it was predestined that I'd be playing a Les Paul. And that's why anytime I played another guitar, it looked weird. Because people have said, I want to try another thing. I've even had other band guys tell me when I play other guitar shapes on tour, when I wasn't playing a Les Paul, they're like, this looks weird. Like I thought I thought an Explorer would be for me. I thought a V, I thought a Super Strat, all these different things. I was like, that just doesn't look right. Instagram Live, thank you so much. Epiphone Gibson, thank you so much. Let's take over the world with our future line. Let's do it. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Come over and join us on Twitch if you're going to hear these tones for the next 1 minute. Because, 1 minute, 57 seconds remaining. That's 3:59. Everybody, thank you so much. Epiphone, thank you. Oh, yeah, the guitar giveaway. Holy cow. You all forgot. So I've been consulting with my mods. I've been consulting with my friends all day. We want this to go to someone that supports the channel, someone that has been there for a very long time, someone that encourages all the other streamers in our channel, supports all the other people we've been talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, we want this to go to WPNX Prime. You all know him. You all love him. You might not know him, but you all know him, and you know he deserves it. So, Prime, I'm not sure if you're in here. Hey, there he is. Prime, yes, you're getting the guitar. We decided. You support everyone on here. He's a mod in here. He's a sub in here. He has bought gift subs for people. He's always been amazing. He's always been supportive. Everybody loves this dude. So Prime's getting in. We've done the random ones. If you guys have met Prime, come over here and meet Prime. He's an awesome dude. So yeah, Prime, you. Thank you for all that you do for this channel, Prime. Instagram Live. Later, my friends. Goodbye. Thank you so much. We'll see you on Twitch.